What is the relationship between Università Politecnica delle Marche and innovation?
Università Politecnica delle Marche, as a high-tech university, has continuous innovation development as one of its main mission. Actually, as all technically oriented universities, we have three missions. The first one is to make research. The second one is to transfer our research in teaching to our students. But the third one is to transfer technology and innovation to society, to market, to people, to companies and industry, to the health sector, and so on. So innovation is one of our main mission as a high-tech university.
What kind of innovation does Università Politecnica delle Marche look for to cope with the demographic transition?
Università Politecnica delle Marche has five main cultural areas where research is performed, as well as teaching and technology transfer. These areas are medicine, agriculture and food, engineering, sciences, and economic sciences. This means that in all these five areas, we have several topics, several researches going on that are coping with the demographic transition. This very important problem is actually searched and analyzed from different perspectives. As an example, very recently, in last years, we launched very important bilateral project between Europe and Japan, the so-called EVITA project, where Università Politecnica delle Marche is partner and is focused on developing a virtual coach for people aging in their living places, which is very much based on speech interaction and artificial intelligence. And this project is giving very good results, and we are very proud to be partner of that.
What challenges does Università Politecnica delle Marche think demographic transition poses to innovation, and what innovation will need the most?
Okay, that's a very complex question, as demographic transition is a very complex problem which touches many aspects of our society. So what we believe is that multidisciplinarity is the key for success to cope with problems related to demographic transition. Multidisciplinarity means that the problem is analyzed under an holistic approach, which takes into account not only medical, technological, or welfare aspects, but consider all of them in a unique approach, taking into account the different requirements in the different domains. Università Politecnica delle Marche is doing research, as I said previously, in these five cultural areas, and therefore has the capability to tackle with the problem within this holistic approach. The other important point is to consider all the stakeholders in the value chain. We should not only think to an open science approach, as recently it's been done in many different sectors, but we really have to extend this to an ecosystem level, thinking to the fact that if we do not have all the stakeholders in the value chain, even from the innovation point of view, probably we will not be able to reach the desired results in the next years.
What advice would you give to startups that want to engage in the silver economy?
Well, my advice would be not to focus only on technological aspects, but to properly consider the related business model. Actually, the situation for the silver economy is different in the different countries, and each local situation poses different challenges. In some cases, the business is based more on B2B, in other cases more on B2C. The situation is dynamically changing in the different countries. This makes the effort to implement a successful business model a little bit more complicated. So it's very important to be able to understand which is the right way to bring a nice technological idea into the market. I take an example with my friends here. This is Misty Robot. It's a social robot that we are studying, using in an active and assisted living European project, the Guardian projects, which is now at the end. This social robot can be programmed in an open access way, and actually this makes it very flexible. It can be used for many different applications. So what I'm trying to say is that if we don't have a very focused business model for a technology like this, there is the risk that the technology implementation will remain only a scientific exercise and not really a way to business. My suggestion is really to focus on applications that can fit within the local business model where we want to exploit our inventions.